Welcome back. We are continuing the news. Civil society leaders are urging the government to ensure broad and meaningful consultation as Jamaica prepares to introduce a new Non-Profit Organizations Act expected to be tabled in October 2026. Yannick Williams reports.
As Jamaica moves closer to implementing a new legal framework for non-profit organizations, civil society leaders are warning that consultation cannot be limited to a select few voices. They say the legislation can significantly reshape how charities and advocacy groups operate, making transparency and inclusion essential throughout the drafting process. The proposed Non-Profit Organization Act is expected to replace and modernize existing regulatory arrangements governing charities and non-governmental organizations in Jamaica. Civil society representatives say many smaller organizations, especially the west of the island, still does not fully understand what the changes may involve.
We just need to ensure that civil society across the island are served by the council, and we wanted to make sure they didn't feel left out. And in fact, when we sort of launched and started promoting this idea of this workshop series, this 3-day series, the response was overwhelming. We were oversubscribed. We had to increase the capacity, and we were just determined not to turn anybody away. And now we're here. The call is for coming down here at least once a year, but all of it, of course, is contingent on our ability to find funding. So we're hoping that, partners like the European Union can fund us again for another round.
The proposed legislation, intended to modernize the regulatory framework governing non-profits, will directly affect thousands of organizations delivering services in disasters response, education, social protection, youth development, and community resilience.
Most communities have what they call community-based organizations, and that probably is a first step into volunteering in a reasonably structured environment, and it's your community, it matters to you. If you have a specialized skill and you are particularly interested in a sector, in a demographic, whether it was youth or children, then you would probably need to reach out to an organization like CVSS that has 151 members and knows the landscape and say, I would like to volunteer in this area for these people, and CVSS would try to match you and put you in touch with an organization that might be a better fit.
Civil society organizations play a significant role in Jamaica's development landscape. They note persons who want to be included in the charity program can also register.
There is a registration process under the Charities Act, and it's a dual registration. You register with Companies Office and then you go to the Department of Friendly and Charities.
Yannick Williams, TVJ News.
Still ahead in primetime news, the business review and news from overseas. Please stay with us.